Have you guys heard the Post Malone version of "Only Wanna Be With You" by Hootie and the Blowfish?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've not.
That he did for Pokemon 25.
What?
I didn't know it was for that.
Yeah, look it up. It's Post Malone.
That
cover
dude's
of
got the strangest
Hootie
career.
and the Blowfish for Pokemon. I thought it was the strangest combination of things.
I heard him sing that, I think, at Lollapalooza. I watched like the live stream, and I'm pretty sure he sang it there.
There's a picture of him online, like in a Pikachu suit. So interesting.
Yeah, that feels like one of those situations where people just pulled like nouns out of a hat and combined
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
A Mad Lib.
Yeah.
Oh, there's even a Pokemon 25 virtual concert.
Yeah,
With
and
Post
it's like
Malone
virtual Post
animated.
Malone with like flying balloons of Pokemon. The actual hell! All right, we gotta stop doing the Brotherverse now. I gotta watch this.
It's so weird.
Wait, I want to see this.
What on earth? Nothing about Post Malone says Pokemon to me. Like, of all the artists they could have picked, why Post Malone?
And why this song?
I don't know, right?
It actually looks pretty cool, but why?
Oh, it's virtual Post Malone.
Yeah. Oh, his legs
Virtual
look
Post
weird.
Malone looks just as messed up as real Post Malone.
They nailed
He doesn't
it.
even quite look like Post Malone to me.
Yeah, it looks like someone who made Post Malone like as a me, you know, like with whatever options they had available to them.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
This is
my
very
God.
bizarre.
So bizarre.
There's multiple signs in the last 2 years that make me think that the world is ending. And I feel like this is just another one of those. Like,
Besides all the
the pandemic.
weather catastrophes and everything, it's
Yeah.
just purely the cultural combinations. Like we are reaching a singularity. It just black
it's the
hole.
idiocracy singularity.
Yeah.
Like, we will be our own undoing. Like we'll destroy ourselves before the planet does. And the start is Post Malone.
The prophets once said the apocalypse would start with Post Malone singing for Pokemon.
Yeah.
A Hootie and the Blowfish
That's
song.
where the word post-apocalyptic comes from.
Post
Malone apocalyptic.
Previously in the Brotherverse, you see Arrow kneeling at the perimeter of this rune. Great Old One, deliver my soul from this vessel and give me new life. And this black mist comes out of his mouth and eyes and then dives into the child's chest. The eyes of the child open up and they're glowing red.
Who was he to begin with?
Yeah, did he go back even further?
How many times has he done this?
You seem to be standing in the middle of a circle of 6 large statues. In the middle of this circle is a crystal. A proper offering will awaken their heart, and once all are united, a path forward shall part. Suddenly, the crystal rises up out of the ground, and below it is this marble temple. So everything is kind of peaceful now. The lasers from the statues have all dissipated. The crystal is still sitting kind of on the peak of this temple. And the doorway is glowing with a low purple glow or a light purple glow.
Well, shall we climb on up there?
Yeah. And we start climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys walk up the 10 to 20 steps of this temple. And this temple is marble, and it looks very much like the architecture that you saw destroyed around Begisha. So it looks like it belongs to that set. And you walk up the stairs, and you start hearing a little bit of a crackling noise from inside and the low roll of thunder. And so you walk through this door, and it kind of feels like you're walking through like silk almost. So you're almost pressing against like ethereal curtain as you walk through the door, and you're able to push it aside, and you are now standing in another cloudy dreamscape. And in the distance, you can see a glowing yellow orb that has lightning streaking off of it. And there's 3 other yellow glowing orbs above it that are kind of just moving around in random patterns. And the lightning coming from the main glowing orb is chaining through these and then hitting the ground below it. And the platform below the glowing orbs is a large circular stone disc. And you notice that there's like a giant circular rune that seems to be carved in it, but it seems incomplete. And the lightning is chaining off of these orbs and hitting the disc and appears to be carving more of this rune as it strikes. And then around the disc, you see like Salvador Dali-esque, like warped marble columns that are reaching up into a cloudy sky. And everything seems a little warped and surreal. And the last thing I'll say is that the glowing yellow orb at the center of this disc, there's a shadowy figure standing next to it with wispy black smoke coming off of his back. And he seems to be standing there looking at the yellow orb.
Looks like some sort of fraculator.
A what?
Yeah.
A fraculator.
Is that like a 3D printer?
Thinking more fractals things.
Oh, man.
Creates fractals.
Is that Count Fracula?
I love that idea that he would like go out and touch one of you and it just like fractals out. Like there's like Yenris on Yenris, little yellow, little Yenris fractaling
Like
off from
Doctor
his body.
Strange style?
Yeah.
Or like SpongeBob budding.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what is it? That's Mystery Men, right? Or that's a defraculator, right? The machine they have in
Yeah.
Mystery
Is that what it's
Men
called?
is the defraculator.
It's the fraculator, yeah. That's what's the
wondering where
guy's
that's
name
from.
who gives them the weapons?
Tom Waits. Yeah, it's Dr. Heller.
Dr. Heller, yeah. At the end,
Yeah.
she's like, what did the fraculator work or what?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that line. I never noticed it when we watched it before. Last time I watched it, it's like, yeah, it's all he cares about is whether the big
machine
fraculator
works,
machine
yeah.
worked.
Yeah, because you guys rewatched that recently, right? Mystery Man?
Yeah, watched
Yeah.
it. Wait, did we watch it together? Or we happened to both watch it like within the same week?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in years.
I'm glad to hear that it holds up. I seem
Oh,
to
it's
remember you guys saying that it
fantastic.
holds up.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, even the effects like are dated, but like they kind of fit the world.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
the
because it's kind of a
VFX.
comic book city type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like the Watchmen city. It's like way more futuristic than I recalled. Like,
Yeah.
From
I don't
the-
remember when we were kids watching it being that kind of fantastic, you know?
Yeah.
It
I seem
just
to kind of
looked
remember
like
the
a
scene
city.
with Ben Stiller and his motorcycle being pretty, like, futuristic.
Yeah. And everything is kind of wonky. Like proportions are not correct throughout
Oh,
the
really?
city.
Huh.
I feel like. Or is
Kinda
that,
like
am I wrong
Tim
about that? I
Burton-y.
feel like it's just
No, I
sort
think
of
you're
like,
right, yeah.
sort of that like bent. And obviously it gets worse towards the end.
Like Whoville?
Yeah, that's what I
Little
feel
Whoville-ish.
like. Maybe a little bit.
that's,
We can use that as inspiration for the surrealist effect that you feel around you right now in the
It's a
dreamscape.
blend of Mystery Men and Whoville.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say airing more towards Whoville.
It's a nice segue to pull us back on track.
Electric who?
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Use that inspiration to pull you back into the current story.
I don't want to come back.
Yeah. We're playing Mystery Men now.
I was on my Segway and you pulled me off.
Yeah. I just turned you around. That's
Oh,
it.
that's good.
Well, yeah. This is quite a sight.
It's probably, is that Talus?
I'm kind of hoping so.
Hey, Talus!
And as you say that, you hear like a deep roll of thunder cascade through the area and more lightning strikes. And the shadowy figure seems to turn his head towards you. And you see these glowing red eyes embedded in his ghastly
Oh,
face.
right, I forgot.
I think it's Talus.
Yeah, I think that's a yes.
Evil
Well,
Talus.
I was able to douse the eyeballs of the statue.
Yeah, shoot him in the
perhaps.
eye.
I still have very little health. I am not prepared for a boss battle, guys.
Oh, right. I think mine's pretty low,
Do you
too.
think we can just rest here?
Yeah. Any chance we can like pull an Ocarina of Time and like restart the N64 and take a nap before coming
wait,
through
we
the
weren't-
boss room?
We weren't ready.
It's
Go
it's
back.
funny you say because that's exactly what I was thinking of. It's like when you go into the Zelda boss battle accidentally, you're like, oh shit.
Like I'm not prepared for that. Go back,
Reset.
take a ferry.
Where's the redo button?
Yeah.
Can you pull out that tiny hut?
Yeah, just never mind. We just dome up and chill for a night.
That's our N64 bubble.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pause.
I mean, yeah. I'm at 17 health and have very few spell slots. So
Yeah, I don't think I'm in. I'm at 26. I'm also.
I
in
got
good
half
shape.
my health.
so like tiny hut.
So what is
But
that?
what happens when he finishes this sigil? When he finishes this rune in the ground?
I don't know. He sells it on Etsy and makes another one.
Talismans. Etsy.com.
I mean, it's probably bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How soon does it seem like he's been doing this for a long time, or is he going to be done soon?
Roll a intelligence check.
Oh boy. 7.
You're unsure of the completedness of this rune.
I don't know how long it's going to take him. Could be forever. Could be done in a few seconds. I can't gauge it.
Okay.
You sound like me.
This is very much a he's taller than me but less than infinity giant in the Arctic moment for sure.
That's right.
So as you guys are sitting here, the lightning starts to chain a little bit more aggressively, and the shadowy figure turns his entire body towards you and is starting to move slowly in your direction.
Short rest is an hour.
And yeah, a long rest is like 8 hours, and a short rest. Sorry, Eric. Do short rests give you back any spell slots?
No, just health.
Oh, so we'd have to sleep in this room for 8 hours.
For 8 hours. All right. No, I
He's just
guess we're
standing
probably,
outside the door. You keep like lowering the opacity. It's like, oh my god, he's still there. Shut it. Turn up the opacity.
God damn. Just hovering.
I'm sure he'll go away eventually.
No, we can take this guy. Probably.
Sure.
If you feel good about it, then I feel good about it.
Well, yeah, I feel cornered about it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Are we not fighting yet?
I don't.
We
had to
haven't
roll
rolled for initiative quite
Yeah.
yet.
I was because like don't you have to like fight someone every turn to keep rage up?
I think you're right.
But
It
anyway,
doesn't say that on here, but that might be in the fine print.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I punch Henry.
worth it. Thanks. Yeah.
You just have to slap someone just a little bit to keep
Yeah,
it
I'll
up.
just keep slapping Henry till he gets over here.
Talus, we knew your mother and your granddaughter. Is that
Are you
right?
starting your mama jokes?
Yeah, I was just
Talus, your mama's so ethereal that
No! So the dark figure is moving towards you still, and when you start talking to him and mentioning his like his daughter, his son,
mama.
everything, he's his mama. He starts to shudder a little bit. You see his like head moving back and forth really quickly in like a twitchy motion.
yes, we knew Zana. Does the name Zana still sound familiar to you?
Hey, quick aside.
Sure.
That vision we saw, the one that I kicked,
Yeah.
wasn't that Arrow
It was
with
a
the red
boy.
eyes? Or was Arrow's boy?
Oh wait, yeah. Is this Talus or is this Arrow?
This might be Arrow's boy. Arrow
Arrow's
in
boy.
or whoever's been inhabiting their bodies. Because didn't the boy get red eyes?
so this must be old boy. Arrow.
Great movie.
Old boy.
Only the Korean version.
Yeah.
True.
We also knew Talus and Arrow.
Who are you?
The figure keeps moving towards you, and you see him start to stutter a little bit, like he's about to fall over, and he's reaching his hand out a little bit, and he falls on the ground, and he's on all fours now, and he raises his head, and you see the smoke sort of wisp back from his face, and you see what you recognize as Talus's face, with smoke sort of billowing out from the edges. And he looks at you and he says, "Please, help me!" And the smoke starts to encroach on his face again.
Oh.
How?
"The talisman, it's become too strong for me. It's pulling me towards the others. I can't fight it any longer. Have you come to save me?"
Yes, we're here to help.
"The keepers! Are you one of the keepers?"
We're 3 of them.
"Oh, that's
You
right."
may not be able to see very well through the smoke, but
We are with the keepers, and we were sent by General Sage.
And his eyes go wide at this. He's like, "Thank the gods." He's like, "I don't know if I can hold on much longer. The rune is almost complete. When it finishes, when the carving is complete, a portal to the material realm will open."
Oh no! So we have to stop
Wait.
that rune.
so we don't want the talismans to come together.
"I am being controlled by other forces. I fear if I break through, the talisman will fall into the wrong hands.
All right.
The keepers,
You do look pretty evil.
were they close? Were the keepers close? They must fight."
Close to what? Close to us? No, not at all.
"Where are they?" It's like, "They must be warned. They must come immediately."
They're not on this plane, right?
No.
Only us. But they're back in. Oh God, where were they last? They were on an airship, and then.
Oh boy, we're not gonna be able to find them. I think they were on their way to the library.
Yeah. Toth? Toth.
Yeah. They were on their way to Toth.
And he looks up to you, and his eyes go wide at this again. And he stands up now, and the smoke billows back over his face. And the shadowy figure says, "I appreciate the information."
Oh god.
Shoot.
Oh, that was not cool.
Who are you?
We've made a mistake, haven't we?
"I am not one person anymore. I have lived many lives. I am more ancient than any man you have ever met in your lives,
Oh, is this Arrow?
and I will continue to live.
Arrow, what'd you do?
You must understand that I must bring the talisman together. My father was the one who was stopping me for all these years. I have lived many lifetimes and became weaker and weaker with each body I inhabited. But with the discovery of the talisman 20 years ago, I began to regain my strength. I was finally able to locate my father as my strength grew. The keepers have been a thorn in my side, but I appreciate your help in locating them. This war is almost over."
Did we say Toth? We meant
Paw.
Hoth. Yeah. See, we said the same thing.
Yeah.
It must
Paw.
be true.
Like
The cold,
like Star
snowy
Wars.
planet
Yeah.
from Star Wars.
You seen Star Wars?
That's where they're going.
Yeah. I have not seen Star Wars. I am glad that you are here to witness my rise. You have maybe grasped a few talisman, but shortly, with the knowledge of where the keepers are, I will be able to collect them all.
Can I do a memory or a wisdom check to see this rune that is getting drawn on the floor? I remember there being a rune on the floor of the library in Toth when we were leaving. Does it look similar to that one?
Yeah, do a history check.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You remember the rune in the library very well, but it does not appear to be the same as this one. It appears to be of the same origin, I guess, like origin of magic, but not the same rune.
Okay.
Wasn't there a rune when he was transferring bodies in that vision too?
There was a rune in that as well. It does not appear to be the same one as that either.
So he's got all sorts of runes.
Yeah, I want to make sure this wasn't just like a teleportation directly to the Toth library or something.
Oh, wow.
Because the keepers would be forked. Yeah, we got to stop this. I try to cast Shatter on the orb, the golden orb in the center.
All right. Roll for initiative.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Ooh, 20.
Also
No,
20.
21. 2?
9.
Initiative do I have?
God, I have advantage on initiative and I still suck every time.
I got 22.
But do I still get first strike if I attack without...
Yeah, we'll consider that a surprise round.
Okay.
So, Yenri, you were about to cast Shatter. And
Shatter.
at this point, you guys are standing on the edge of the disc, and the shadowy figure is about 30 feet away from you. And I'll say that this disc is 90 feet in diameter. And like I said, there's these kind of warped columns that are materializing on the edges of it that are spiraling into the space above the disc. And the roll of thunder and chain lightning continues to be emitted from this glowing yellow orb. So
Okay.
Shatter that orb.
Yes, I do that. And the orb, I guess, has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 16.
All right. So you cast Shatter at the orb, and it goes right past the shadowy figure, and he kind of jumps out of the way, and it seems to hit the central orb and makes a ringing tone, a low ringing tone, and the spell seems to just glance off the side of it.
Shoot.
So in DM terms, the orb succeeded in its Constitution saving throw.
So it still takes half damage on a failed save.
Okay. Cool.
I'll roll the damage. 25, but half of that.
Okay. Cool. Next is going to be Puff.
Take that orb.
Are we thinking we're just gonna attack the shadowy figure too?
It's something evil, clearly. I say kill the evil.
Okay.
I don't know, Talus.
Sounds good.
Like, General Sage might be like a little mad, but
Cool. That never stopped us before.
yeah.
I'll use Blight on him then.
Okay.
I'll cast it as a 5th level spell. The target, you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure he fails.
Okay. Well, then it is 9d8.
Damn.
Pretty.
Jesus. 98?
Yeah. It's a lot.
And what kind of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Okay.
Wow.
And he's not a magical plant, right?
Plant?
No.
Okay, just making sure. It would change. Okay. It would change the
That
spell.
would change everything.
Yeah.
That would change everything.
35.
35 damage?
Yep.
Okay. So you cast Blight on this figure, and you reach out your hands, and this black energy emits from your fingers and hits the figure. And he's knocked back a little bit, and you see smoke wisp off of his shoulders, and his eyes grow red a little bit, and he stumbles back towards you. It seems like it was not fully effective.
I'm guessing he might be made of necrotic energy. Or something like that.
What's effective against necrotic? Life?
Life?
Yeah. Throw your life at it.
Be very exuberant.
Birth babies at him. All right. So next is going to be Orc, unless you want to. Or no, actually, sorry, it's Yenri again, because you had your little surprise round.
Oh,
It's me. Okay. I have very few spells left. But one thing I can do is cast Guiding Bolt on him. So a flash of light streaks towards him. I do a ranged spell attack, and it does radiant damage. And then the next attack roll done to him, hopefully from Orc, would be have advantage.
nice.
So first off, ranged spell attack. So that's a 23.
Yeah, so that will hit for sure.
Cool. And then I get to do 6d6. That is a 21 damage.
All right. And what type of damage is that?
Life.
Radiant damage.
Life damage.
Life damage.
Okay.
Oh, that
Cool.
sounds
sounds
like
opposite.
that sounds like life.
Radiant sounds like, yeah. And now, before the end of my next turn, someone who hits him will have advantage. But just one. He is now glowing as a big marked target.
Yeah. His
Oh, you
black
look
smoke
so
is glowing.
Radiant.
So next is going
Arrow,
to be
you're
Orc.
glowing. Okay. I was thinking about putting my immovable rod out there, see if it attracts the lightning, but I imagine it's magical lightning. Won't just go for any old lightning rod.
Yeah. You could try to, like, javelin his heart, and then maybe that'll lightning rod him.
Yeah.
Lightning to him.
Make the lightning hit him.
Yeah.
Or I could great axe his head.
That sounds great, too.
Forget the lightning.
Cut out the middleman and his head.
Yes.
Cut out the middle of the man.
Excellent idea. Glad I thought of it. Let's do it. Let's extra attack Shadow Boy.
All right.
And you
So I
get
have
advantage
advantage.
on the first one, at least.
Okay. Ooh. All right, it's a 19.
Okay. So you take your great axe and cleave through him, and you don't feel any resistance as your great axe moves straight through.
Oh no.
And the smoke just sort of wisps in little eddies behind your axe.
Oh, no.
That didn't work. There's nothing solid in there. He is Shadow Boy.
Oh, no.
Can I divert my second attack to the orb?
The orb is about 15 feet farther away from you. So you would have had to move 30 feet to attack him.
So
So you're saying there's a chance?
I mean, what's your movement speed? It's 30, right? Or is it 40?
40.
Okay, so you can get within 5 feet, I guess.
And then you just like in indoor soccer, like you can take one more. Wait, no, that's not what that is. Basketball.
Basketball? I was like, I felt like I was getting a handle on what you were going to say.
It's like, wait
What are
a
the
second.
sports?
No, which one do you hold the ball?
Yeah. So you take your sports ball.
Indoor soccer's like soccer, but you hold it.
Yeah, indoor because it's in your arms.
I was never good at indoor soccer. I was blowing the whistle at me.
Actually, I honestly don't know how extra attack works if I'm allowed to hit something else on the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I gotta look
We
it up.
can look it up quick.
It sounds like I just get a second attack action.
Up your movement even further by moving between those attacks. Okay. So yeah, it's in the player's handbook. You can move between attacks.
Oh, cool.
So, two things about this. One, if you move away from him, he will have an attack of opportunity. Two, you can only move 10 feet, so you will still be too far to attack the central orb directly.
Okay. But my second attack can be whatever I want it to be, right? Doesn't have to be
Yeah.
another great axe attack. It can, yeah.
Yeah, it could be a javelin or hand axe, I guess. Because
All right.
you have one item interaction to switch weapons.
A javelin the orb.
All right, roll a ranged attack. Roll.
That's a 9.
So you reel back and throw your javelin, and it goes wide and just flies off into the distance, off the disc and into the clouds.
Oh no!
And you see some lightning chain and follow it and attack it as it flies away.
Well, I'm not getting that back. 3 javelins.
And then it wraps around behind you and sticks right near your feet.
Whoa!
No, I'm kidding. It's gone.
Boomerang javelin.
Pac-Man.
It's Javarang.
Boomeravelin.
That's the one. So the shadowy figure starts to rise up in the air a little bit, and he begins to speak to you. He's like, "You must understand, I've been watching you for a long time. I've been one step behind you as you've collected your talisman. Just one step too far behind to stop you. But I've seen your aftermath." And he raises his hands in the air, and suddenly water begins to pour from his body and cover the disc around you, and extends even past the disc. And now there's these, like, just covering the rune is water everywhere. But the lightning doesn't seem to affect you, even though
God.
Everything's wet now. And you see a like zombified shape of Esther, the first holder of the talisman that you fought back at Spa Fjord, rise up out of the middle of the disc. And she like limply like throws her hands on the ground, starts sort of crawling to you, and these zombified eels splash next to her. And then you see the shadowy figure split into 3 shadows that move towards the outer edges of the disc and start moving around in random patterns.
Well, that doesn't look good.
I am woefully unprepared for a combo boss battle. Like, we have to fight all the bosses we fought before. Oh boy.
As shadow versions.
Yeah.
But she already dead.
Yeah. Just got to give her a little, like, tip in the right direction.
She goes 90, we go 10.